Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am the Maize Madman. Before we get started today, you know the drill. Hit the notification bell, hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Today, we're going to discuss Michigan's latest hire on the offensive side, plus a defensive hire on the horizon that could change Michigan's fortune in recruiting, all that plus. I'm upset. Actually, I'm not. I got a new book. I'm going to share it with you guys. You're going to love it. I'm going to tell everybody why I'm ecstatic today. I just got my copy, fresh off the press, of everything great about the other state football. The undisputed compendium. Timeless, thorough, uplifting, notable. Just some quotes about this wonderful book here. Let me tell you, never before has the rich history of the other state football team been so thoroughly examined, from their first game in 1890 up to today's modern era in the greatest rivalry matchup in college sports, known simply as the game, of course, with the Michigan Wolverines. Let me tell you, my favorite part of the book, if you open up, go to a page, I'm going to guess it's 57 because there are no page numbers. Go to page 57. And that particular blank page is my absolute favorite. If you know, you know. This book right here should be in the collection of every Wolverines fan out there. You got to go get this. It only cost me, I think it cost me $7 on Amazon, which is probably too much for anything the other state. However, for this, it was underpriced because this is timeless. Let's move right along. Michigan and head coach Jim Harbaugh made another hire today, this time again on the offensive side of the ball, hiring Nick Gilbert to be co-offensive analyst, along with the previous hire of Josh Synagoga, who is going to replace, of course, Kirk Campbell, who was promoted to the quarterback coach. So Nick Gilbert joins the staff. He was previously the offensive quality control specialist at Colorado, and before that, he was the offensive line coach at Idaho. Nick also has other ties to the team. He was a high school teammate of running back coach and former Wolverine Mike Hart. And like I said, he'll join Nick Synagoga as co-offensive analyst. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this hire. Do you think it's a good idea to have two people as offensive analysts? My personal opinion is you can never have too many eyes, especially when you're trying to improve the offense. I know at this time it looks like Sharon Moore is going to be the lone offensive coordinator / offensive line coach, and maybe Nick Gilbert here can fill in some with the offensive line, as he has offensive line experience. He was an offensive lineman himself in high school and college. So let me know in the comment section, like I said, what you think of the hire. Do you think it's a good idea? I personally am all for it. Moving right along. Before we get into this next segment, I want to remind everyone to hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you like and comment. It really helps the channel grow. Everybody, I appreciate everybody's comments. Everyone has been super helpful. I've taken advice from people in the comment section. And also remember, tomorrow I will be recording live with my guy Ryan from Week 0 Productions, Notre Dame fan. We're going to do a weekly show right here on this channel until further notice. I know having someone from enemy territory is crazy, but just something we decided to do to kind of spice things up just a little bit. So expect that live tomorrow around 5 p.m. Moving into the next segment, though, Michigan is on the verge, it seems like it's all but done, of hiring former Michigan assistant Chris Partridge. Chris obviously worked with Jim Harbaugh when he first arrived in Michigan. He was also most recently the defensive coordinator / defensive backs coach with Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin, before he was recently let go. he recruited Michigan target in the transfer portal Davison Igbinosun, who eventually decided to take the offer from the other state, which is disgusting. But anyway, in Chris's time, in his short time with Michigan, he was a very, very effective recruiter, and I'm sure that that was part of the reason for this hire. Just a little bit of his background. Let me explain how great or how good of a recruiter he was. He recruited 5-star edge Rashawn Gary. He recruited 5-star defensive lineman Chris Hinton, 5-star safety Daxton Hill, 5-star defensive lineman Aubrey Solomon, and 4-star interior offensive lineman Cesar Ruiz. So just in that short description there, that's 5-star recruits under his belt during his time at Michigan. So having Chris Partridge back is going to be massive in terms of Michigan's recruiting. Hopefully we can get this thing on the right track. Don't forget, though, the 2024 class is off to a stellar start so far. 7 total recruits, 5 of the 7 being 4-star recruits. So Michigan is doing much better this recruiting cycle, early on in this recruiting cycle anyway, with a lot more crystal balls in their favor, including, and I must say it, I know, 5-star quarterback out of North Carolina, Providence Day, Jaden Davis, who has several crystal balls in Michigan's favor at this time. Just waiting for the word. If you hear me, Jaden Davis, if you hear me, Mr. Davis. Speaking of Jaden's father, he recently did an interview where he spoke on Jaden's decision and what was going into it. Also spoke on some false reports out there that have been saying that Jaden was pushing his decision back to the spring. Mr. Davis went on to say that that was a bold-faced lie. They did not deny that it would take into the spring, but he did say that those words didn't come from their camp. So there's that. Before we get into this last segment, I want to remind everyone, smash the like and subscribe button. Now, in this last segment, I'm just going to talk about some key recruits in this 2024 cycle that I think Michigan should land and needs to close the door with. It needs to, kind of get under the belt before, this thing drags on. That includes, of course, at the top of the list, 5-star quarterback Jaden Davis out of Providence Day School in Charlotte, North Carolina. Michigan has been the favorite for what seems like years now. It has not been that long, I assure you, but it does seem like it has been that long. Michigan has been the front runner, several crystal balls in Michigan's favor. Michigan needs to get that one done. Another one, 4-star out of Illinois, Amarian Stewart, a wide receiver, another player that has crystal balls in Michigan's favor, and Michigan needs to see it through. One big one out of the state of Ohio, running back Jordan Marshall. Not necessarily, I wouldn't say Michigan is the favorite, although let me not say that. I would give Michigan a slight favorite right now. However, there are some people out there that think the other state is the favorite. He is out of Ohio. He is out of Cincinnati. So there's that to contend with. But Michigan has been doing well recruiting the state of Ohio the last cycle in this one. So we'll see how that ends up. But I think that's a big one for Michigan. It will really send a message to our most hated rival, the other state. And I think Michigan can win that one. Running back out of Texas, Taylor Tatum, who really liked his visit to Michigan. Like I said in a previous video, Mike Hart has been doing a tremendous job getting out and touching the people this recruiting cycle, especially top running backs. So getting Taylor Tatum, and if we can swing Jordan Marshall, would be massive, massive gets. Taylor Tatum, again, out of Texas. I think right there, another and maybe the most important outside of Jordan Marshall for us in the state of Ohio is edge Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson is a defensive lineman who is, again, he's another massive kid. He's gotten bigger over the summer and over the past season rather, and he is a big one for Michigan, huge on their recruiting board. So I'll leave it with those right now. We'll do this again on the next video where I give some key targets, but I think those guys are really key for Michigan at this time. Until next time, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Maize Madman. And oh yeah, I'm upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our best season ever. My ratings, they're about to go to the roof.
All right, now I'ma calm down. So I'ma calm down, son. I don't